For as long as mankind have existed, the need for answers has haunted their lives. Sometimes the questions we make ourselves are existential dealings with our own mortality and the afterlife and the meaning of life itself. Sometimes we need solutions to our own problems. Whatever the case, and only if you are desperate enough for the answers, there is a ritual you can resort to. Just remember, knowledge is a powerful tool, and whoever wields it may demand a high cost to offer the answer you search for. This game you can play for as long as you wish to, but once you put a stop to it, you can never go back to playing it. So be careful with your decisions along the way. Surprisingly, you won't have to start this ritual in the dead of the night or a minute before midnight. You won't need candles or an offering of blood, not at first at least. The being answers your questions might demand it in time. What you'll need is a single drawer in your room no one but you has access to, and a great deal of patience. This drawer will need to remain locked for exactly a month with a single piece of paper folded inside. In it, you will write in your own handwriting, "Ancient One, I have questions, and I am willing to pay the price for your answers." That's all you have to do to begin playing. Simple, right? Well, it's about to get far more dangerous, believe me. After the month is over, you will open the drawer. Make sure you're alone in your room when you do it. If the piece of paper is torn apart, close the drawer immediately. I'd recommend you throw the piece of furniture it was in, but if you want to risk your life, just keep it around. It's up to you, just don't tell me I didn't warn you. If the piece of paper is still folded, your offer has been denied. But the creature you contacted is not angry at your request. You may try again in a month's time. If instead the piece of paper is unfolded and you can read your own handwriting on it without having to touch it, your invitation has been accepted. The Ancient One is ready to play. Remember, always remember, every single answer will come at a cost. The problem is you won't know what the cost is until after the reply arrives. As you would imagine, a small question will carry a small cost. Do you want to know if it will rain the next day? Don't worry about having to pay a high price for that price of knowledge. The process is simple. Each night before bedtime, write your question on a piece of paper, fold it, and place it in the drawer, making sure to lock it afterwards. In the morning, simply open it once more, and your answer will be there, written down in your own handwriting. With it, however, you'll find instructions. Sometimes the Ancient One will simply ask you a question, which you must answer in the same way you make your own inquiries. Sometimes it will demand you to fulfill an action of their liking. It might be small and inconsequential, like picking up every object you touch with your left hand. If that's the case, consider yourself lucky. Remember though, once you have your answer, you can't deny the cost demanded. It's a very bad idea to think you can avoid paying the price after you made a deal. The game must be played every single night for it to continue. You may end it at any given time by just placing a last piece of paper thanking the Ancient One for their answers. They will, however, demand a final sacrifice from you. Remember to follow through, no matter how painful or strange. If you are concerned, You'll have questions in the future that will go unanswered. Don't worry, you can keep on playing indefinitely. Just be ready to always pay the price. It might be odd to jump around on one foot for an entire hour, but just do it. Be careful making complicated life-changing questions though. The costs will be steep indeed. The Ancient One loves blood after all, and you don't want them asking for more than a few drops, believe me. Now, a last warning before you begin playing. The final demand will be harder to fulfill the longer you play the game. If you give up after a single night, don't expect much to happen. But can you truly give up your source of endless answers that fast? Do you want to know when and how you'll die? Why we are all here? Don't you want to discover when you'll find true love? Or the number to the lotto winning ticket? The Ancient One can help you obtain them all.